I just got back from the gym, as you know, Girard Square. And as I was picking up what was I picking up? Avocados, rice cakes, bananas, oat milk, unsweetened. I saw a guy walking past the frozen vegetables. And he looked to me like one of those snake handlers. And as I walked past him, it sounded like he was speaking in tongues. He couldn't figure out if he wanted the frozen cauliflower or the frozen broccoli. And he was sitting there, whatever he had in his hands, looked like he was snake handling, speaking in tongues. So I thought, I know what I'm going to search for today on the show. Country ass snake handling, better put the G, handling church is wild. Church gone wild. Country ass snake handling church gone wild, speaking in tongues. Let's see where that takes us. Let's jump in the portal. Let's go. Oh boy, look at that. Put that shit down, man. Come on. You know, Big Bob in the back, he can't run away. There's a bunch of Big Bobs in there. The funny thing is, it looks like the guy I just saw in Girard Square. But this is another level. This is on some real, I'm just going to say it, this is some real white shit right here. This is really white. Thank Jesus. Like, what are you going to say after that? I want to hear what they say. What do I say to that? And I'm not just trying to make like a funny clip right here. Like, what do I say to that? I'm not going to say anything, actually. I'm not even trying to make a joke. I'm not. Are they holding the serpents just to prove that they can't get hurt and because God is giving them that power? That must be it. That has to be it. That has to be the only reason why you're doing that. Because to me, that's foolishness. It's foolishness. It's like jumping from a plane to skydive. It's like bungee jumping. It's like, it's stuff like that. You're putting yourself at risk. And snake handling is putting yourself at risk. That's all I'm seeing here. But I guess, to each his own. Welcome to the Ben Stortini Show, where stories drift between worlds and forgotten moments find new life. Let's begin our journey. Let's go. Whatever comes to your head, just let it go. And welcome back, everybody, to the Ben Stortini Show. I am your host, of course, Mr. Ben Stortini. That's BENSTORTINI. There's an "ini" on the end. That's how you spell Stortini. How are you today? Quickly, come on, let me know. How are you today? Are you good? You bad? You comme ci, comme ça? That's French for I'm alright. Yeah? Alright, that's good. Me? Thanks for asking. My weekend was, I'm going to try to not use a swear word. I would have used, well, let's jump into it. Why don't I explain? That's what we're doing here, right? So this weekend was Father's Day. And, it was Father's Day. And I'm gonna get one of the beautiful parts out right now. My daughter gave me a card on Father's Day right here. Beautiful. She made it herself. Happy Father's Day. And I would love to read it to you, and then I'll show you the picture as well. She said, "Dear Dad, you are the best dad ever. You make me and Stello feel so loved. I feel like every kid in the world, and she put world in capital letters, should have a dad like you. Love, Luna. P.S. Happy Father's Day. And she drew a little picture of me with the beard, Stello, my wife in the car, and it says, "Can we go get ice cream?" And I said, "Sure." Here it is, right here. That's, no, the lighting can't really show it very well, but yeah, absolutely beautiful card. She had a way with words with that one for sure, and it was really beautiful. So that's gonna sit in my desk for a little bit for sure, and then go into my treasure box, which I keep all these little things in for the rest of my life. And then Father's Day came. So Sunday came, and I don't know, it was just, I did go to the gym in the morning, and right before I left for the gym, something hit me when I was in the kitchen. I was making my pre-workout to go. It was, I don't know, 9 in the morning, something like that. I don't know what time it was. I can't remember. I thought to myself, text dad Happy Father's Day. And I never do that. None of his kids do. None of them. Never have. And I never have either. But something hit me Sunday morning that said, you should send him a text. Because genuinely, I sent that text to my dad, Happy Father's Day, genuinely from my heart, knowing that, thinking that this would make his day. This would brighten his day a bit. I just did it seriously out of I thought this would be nice. Because I know he's probably not going to have a great day today. So I sent that at like 9 in the morning to him. Happy Father's Day. That was it. I just wrote Happy Father's Day and boom, sent it. That was at 9 in the morning. So I go to the gym. I come back. We're having our day. I'm not even thinking about it. We go for ice cream. But as the day progressed, I wasn't getting a response back from him. Nothing. Zero. Okay? And, by the time nighttime came, I had no response whatsoever. He had all day. I mean, here I am getting messages from, old friends, old barbers, random shit, dude, like Happy Father's Day, brother-in-laws, all this shit. But my own dad, who I never send Christmas thing, nothing. But I sent him Happy Father's Day, no response. So I'm sitting there, I'm eating my dinner. At the end of the night, the kids are finally kind of going to sleep. And I'm watching this, I'm just hooked to this documentary on Amazon called I Shouldn't Be Alive. It's all these survival stories. It's really good, actually. So my head is stuck in this one, right? Eating my dinner. I think I was eating my oatmeal at this point, last meal of the day. For some reason, it hit me. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not even on Instagram really anymore. The account's on there, but I'm not on there really at all. But I'm definitely not on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in 20 years, whatever it is. So something just hit me though. I was like, you know what? I'm like, Sharon, because Sharon knew I sent him a text and no response, right? I'm like, Sharon, why don't you go jump on, because she's on Facebook and he's on her Facebook. So I said, why don't you go check his Facebook? So like, wait, what's he doing? Because I'm starting to think at this point, I'm like, maybe I have the wrong number. So yeah, that was it. Before I said check his Facebook, I was like, maybe I have the wrong number. So I texted my Uncle Danny, Aunt Danny. I'm like, hi, Danny. Do you have my father's number? He's like, yes. Like, I just want to know if it's the same number as yours. I want to know if he changed his number. So he sent me his number. I love you, Danny. Congrats on your new apartment. And it was the same number as I have. But then he wrote a note after that. He's like, yeah, but this is the number I have, but I haven't tried to reach out to him in a very, very long time. So he could have changed his number. So I'm like, So then I reached out to one of his other kids. Obviously, I just don't want to name names. I don't get them involved here. But same thing. Do you have his number? I just want to Oh, shit, same number. So I'm like, I was about to call him, but I didn't. I said, Sharon, can you check his Facebook for a second? Like, is he all right? Like, what? Hey, why wouldn't you respond back? That was my question. I'm sitting there thinking, and it's starting to brew on me a bit. I'm like, I did this genuinely to hopefully maybe make you happy today. And maybe, that could be a cool little conversation between the two of us, which we haven't had in a long time. And you don't respond back. So I'm starting to get angry. So I say, you know what? So Sharon went and jumped on his Facebook. And this is when the bomb went off. She's scrolling through his Facebook. And he posts something for Father's Day, 3 hours prior. So this is after I sent him the text, Happy Father's Day. He posts this, which I am never gonna forget this shit. He posts this on his Facebook. It's a meme. And it says, let me show it right here first. And it says, to all the dads missing their dads and missing their kids today, stand tall and stay strong. Your dad wants you to. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? There's no words, man. That is embarrassing. That's the first thing that came to mind. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed in front of my own wife for that shit. I sent him that text and he puts that shit up and doesn't respond back to probably guarantee his only kid that sent him a text for this day. Happy Father's Day. And he puts that shit to all the dads missing their dads and missing their kids today. Stand tall and stay strong. Your dad wants you to. A cold sore of a human. There's something wrong. If I would have recorded this that day, I would have had a bunch of fuck yous and a bunch of this and a bunch of that and shit on you. I'm going to, I told Sharon after I saw it, I said, the next time I see him, I am going to capsize him. I am going to attack him. Like, I'm going to knock his ass out. No joke. I'm going to take his knees out. I'm going to charge him. I'm going to charge his ass and just take him out. That's what I would have said if I would have jumped on this podcast that day after that. But having some time to think about it, well, why would I do that? Why would I act like that? Why would I act like a gorilla in front of my kids? I got to learn from this. I got to learn once again. That's the point of life. Things like this, something can really set you off. And this is you're maturing in life. I said that like Sam Mitchell. No, I said that like Dwayne Casey. Maturing in life. How am I going to deal with this? Well, I'm going to deal with this with my head up and a smile and learn from it and just know that I'm never, ever going to do something like that to my kids. And I also have to show an example. They're not going to know. My wife brought up a good point. They're not going to know what type of person he is or what our history is. They just won't know. So to see dad attacking this guy who the only times they've ever seen him has been happy and smiling and this and that, it would be a stain on me. It would be a bruise on me. So I have to just learn from this again and stay strong and be the stronger person in this. Even though everything in me wants to just attack, frothing attack, like a wolf, like a hyena at meat. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to learn from this and not be miserable and not let this make me miserable or sad or upset or depressed. There's obviously something wrong mentally with him because you had no reason. All you had to do was write back and say, thanks for this. Thank you. And happy Father's Day to you too. But no. He writes back last night. So like a full 2 days worth. You want to know why he wrote back? Because my wife goes and comments on that picture on his Facebook. Nobody had commented on it. Nobody had liked it. She just wrote, text Ben back. Just text Ben back. That was Monday night. No, sorry, that was Sunday night she wrote that. Last night was Monday night, 9:30. This guy 2 days later writes me back. And I'm not gonna put it out there like that. But it reaffirms to me there was still no happy Father's Day to you. What he said, this and that, there's something not right. And that's the way I'm looking at it. There's something not right upstairs between his 2 ears. It's bad now. It's really bad. There was always something, but now it's really bad because it all just kind of doesn't make sense. And there's no genuine honesty going on here. There's no manning up going on here. There's none of that going on. I'm not even going to get mad. I'm not even going to respond. Just, you know what? Let's switch it to some positivity here, okay? So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. This is funny. Let me flip the script. How much time we have? Okay, so you remember my story? It was an episode a long time ago called Model, and I mentioned that I'd done some modeling. An agent found me at Costco. Remember that story? And I told you I ended up in a loft. Getting some pictures taken of me with my shirt off and tight black jeans, wearing a scarf. Yeah, I still have never seen those pictures, by the way. But that agent and that talent agency is legit. And he reached out to me just randomly a few weeks ago, as I guess he had seen the show, and was like, "Oh, you're still interested in this world?" I'm like, and I said, "Okay, yeah." And instantly I started getting these requests to join this website called Actors Access, which is 100% legit. It's where actors go, models go, voiceover artists go, and they have like a profile essentially. It's like a LinkedIn for actors for that world. I'm in that world, so I know that this is totally legit. It's like, all right, cool. So it's like, let's get some work. And you know what? I said, fuck it. Let's get some work. So instead of just ignoring it, I made the account. I uploaded some pictures, and instantly, the next day, got a request from a casting director for a bartender commercial. I would be the bartender for this drink, and they asked me to send an audition tape, so I did. And I'm gonna show it here because it's a masterpiece. I'm not gonna show the whole thing. It's funny too because I'm looking at it like, I want to do this. I do. I've always felt like I could be in that world, and I love to entertain. I love to make people smile, and I love to change a person's aura from dark to bright if I see that that's where it's at. And I think that's a perfect world to do it because you can get out to more people. That's why I'm doing this. I made the audition tape, and my point is that I'm not trying to make it like super. I was having fun with it. That's basically I'll say. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'll just play you the best parts. Okay, so let's bring this shit up. All right, so this commercial is called "How About Them Apples." Some people say, well, this role was just meant for me. This role kind of was meant for me because in the description of what they wanted was if you got like a Boston, New York sort of accent and, kind of wise guy, I'm like, you found your guy.
Waiting to try one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just see. Oh, hey, Steve. With this right here. Delicious apple drink. Oh, pum. That's French. Dino. That's D-I-N-O. Just moved to New York, trying to start a new life. I'm a bartender now. All right. Steve's looking in the mirror, all right? Steve's also a wise guy, okay? We'll call him Steve-O. So Steve's sitting there looking in the bar, looking just down on himself, looking terrible, too. He's wearing an old t-shirt from his mom. Just looking terrible. He's looking at the mirror and he goes, "How you like them apples, Steve? Huh? You're never gonna get a pot, Steve, because you don't like apples. Your problem in your life is apples. Sweet, tangy apples. Blah blahs. Trying to kill you, Steve. No frills, food basics. Terrible, terrible apples." And then the bartender, who's me, walks in with a delicious apple drink. So imagine, this right here is an apple drink. Here we go. Action. Action. See what coffee does to me? My God. All right, action. Ooh, glad I brought these ones. A wise guy dropped about 4 cases of these off. Only paid for 2. Hey, Steve, how you doing, man? Hey, can I try one of those? Steve doesn't like apples. So I look at it and I say, "Steve, come here, come here." Nah. You wouldn't like it. Oh yeah, I gotta react to a gunshot in the back. Bartender, 'cause you don't like... Boom! What was that? Oh, it's just your partners.
It's just your partners.
Sure. Boom! Hey, whoa, whoa. Boom! It... The fuck was that? Get out of here! Yeah, he definitely goes for a gun. Or a baseball bat. Should probably have a baseball bat in the scene. He jumps for it, but there's a sock on
It's
the
for
end.
you,
When
Sandy.
you hit somebody with a baseball bat, their first reaction is to grab it and they'll grab the sock.
No.
But they catch the bat.
Hey.
Barman, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I probably did a little too much there, huh? Not sure I'll get the part, but maybe that casting director will watch that and say, "You know what? That guy's got something." We'll see, right? I will definitely let you know. Before we go into the Switch Worlds, my little lady's got last day of school this week, this Friday. So to all you parents out there about to jump into another summer full of camps and full of the kids at home, get your push-ups in, get your water in you, get your breathing exercises in you. We're going to get through this together, okay? Oh, wait. We need to get one quick thing in before we go. It's the routine clan. This is the last time I explain what this is. The routine clan is simple. Every week I make micro adjustments to what I want to accomplish to stay optimal. It could be something as small as get an extra 20 minutes of sleep, drink half a liter more than you usually do, or just stretch more. Little things. Last week was replacing sweet potatoes with purple Japanese sweet potatoes. And this week's a big one. It's simply just adding a little bit more red meat into my meals. So I bought a little extra lean beef. Sorry, my email was going off. Extra lean ground beef into my meals. That's it. Just a little extra more, just to give me that little extra. What a beautiful adjustment for this week. All right, so you know what's next. Let's go switch some worlds. You heard me? This week I want to give a shout out to all the dads out there. Every single one of you. The ups and downs that we go through. You know, trying to hold down the fort, trying to stay strong for the kids. Working hard, doing the best that we can, and just being there. That's the best we can do. What I want to do, I just want to be a better dad. I want to calm down. I want to yell less. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like a fraud. Like I'm not being a good dad. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm doing the best that I can. And that's the best that we can do. So shout out to all you dads out there. Big salute. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Yes, Shout out to all the dads out there. Okay, let's jump into the Stortini verse. Let's start with the music as per usual. And what we're going to do here, this is a weird one. Not sure why it jumped back on my radar, but it actually all works out in the end, as you'll see if you wait to the end of this show. But first, we're going to start with a wonderful, beautiful woman here called Peaches with the song called Fuck the Pain Away. Let's go. What a tune.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time. That bounty chipped out my cushy behind, it's fine all over the town. Like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches?
What? Peaches, man.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time. That bounty check out my cushy behind, it's fine all over the town. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Like sex on the beaches.
What?
Right. Word. What? Right.
Whoa, Peaches. Yeah, that fell back on my radar. I remember, a long time ago that song came on into my life. I think, you know what I did? I think I heard it through Jackass. When I was watching Jackass, one of the boys mentioned Peaches. Anyways, I think that's how I got on Peaches. Anyways, huge monster tune. And I just wanted to play that for you right there. And the song at the end, which for the Poe Archives, Music from Another Timeline, I'll have a story about how Peaches got into my Kiss 'Em album. So we'll hold off on that. Next tune I want to play right here kind of goes along with the whole thing that's going with this episode. This is one of my favorite tunes. Slow, laid back, relax. Play this in your car if you can. This is Aaron Neville. And this one right here is Tell It Like It Is. Tell him, Aaron.
If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and I'm not a little boy. Don't play with my heart, it makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby I will. Girl, you know I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed to let your conscience be your guide. But I know deep down inside of me, I believe you love me. Forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. So go on and live. Baby, go on and live.
Tell it like it is. That is one of the greatest songs ever recorded. I love every single second of that song. Everything he says in that song is gospel. That is catching the Holy Ghost. That is serpent handling. That is one of my favorite songs ever. Aaron Neville, Peaches. All right, let's jump into my book, Solito. I am about 20 pages away. They made it. They made it after a third try. And this time they found a bolero, a coyote that took them on a brand new route. I guess he's a gringo too. They made it across the border. They're in between airports and La Migra towers. Helicopters putting their beams down. But they made it. So they actually made it to the van. The van took them away, took them to a house. And they called Solito's parents. And his parents are coming from LA the next morning. So he's just now realizing this shit, it happened. I'm going to see my parents tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. They have to come down, pay the money to the people, and he is with his parents. It is a beautiful book. So I will let you know how it finishes next week. But this book was 10 out of 10. It just got better and better and better. And you really feel that it's a stressful book to read at the end just because of what they go through. Like I've said countless times recounting this book, it's stressful what these people are going through just to go reconnect with their family. Yes, there's going to be some negative people crossing the border. Yes, that happens. There's negative people in Gerrard Square. There's negative people in the Danforth. There's negative people in Gerrard. It's everywhere. But there are people trying to just reconnect with their families, looking to start a new life. There's children on their own doing this shit. Have some heart. Have some empathy. Solito. What a book. All right, let's end this with the challenge. The challenge for this week. I want you guys, if your pops is still around, if your dad is still around, or whoever was that statue in your life that was your dad, could be your grandfather, could be anybody, could be a stepdad, could be a brother, whatever, that male influence in your life, whoever that is, who is strong in the molding of making you a man, call your dad. Call that guy in your life. Call that guy in your life and tell him you love him, and tell him that you care, and just tell him thank you. Tell him thank you. That's all you got to say. That's all we got to hear from time to time. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for what you do. That's it. That's my challenge for this week. All right, we're going to end this right now. I rambled a lot today again. But listen, if you want to stick around, I got another song at the end. Poe Archives, music from another timeline. This one works perfectly with this episode. So stick around for that. We're just going to end it right here. I want you to enjoy your weekend. As I always tell you, get your rest, get your sleep, get your fluids, and be good to yourself. And look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're worth it. You're good. You're a good man. You're a good woman. You're not a fraud. You're trying your best. All right? I love you. Thanks for taking the time to jump in the portal with me. But do me a favor. Hit subscribe on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, and leave a 5-star review so the algorithm kisses this show and sends it out to the streets looking good, because that's how it works. Please have a great weekend, and thank you for listening again. Don't ever forget, this guy right here, he loves you. And welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. It means you want to hear one of my old tunes. Another song from the Poe Archives, music from another timeline. This week's pick was easy, knowing what I was going to be talking about. This song right here is called St. Joseph Island. I played it once before on a shout out. This is before I was playing a song per episode. But it ended up, I remember when I recorded it, I don't know, it just sounded terrible. Something happened to the recording. So, as you know, I have flipped all my CDs and I have them all MP3 digitized. So, long story short, this is from my Kiss 'Em album. This is after I came back from the UK. I recorded this song. My friend Alex had an apartment down on the west side I'm trying to remember where it was. It was off Queen Street. I can't remember the name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Anyways, I recorded this song. I produced this song all myself. So this was all me. And it's the reason I mentioned Peaches earlier. So Peaches, I loved that beat. So like this beat right here, I loved this beat. That beat is crazy. So I love that beat. So, and at the time I was listening to that, I was like, I want to make my own beat. I want to make this song sound like that. So I produced this with that in mind. I actually recorded that beat and then took my own sounds and just matched it to that beat, but just made my own little changes to it. But you'll hear it. You'll hear the Peaches sort of backdrop beat to that with this song. Background story to recording this. As I said, I recorded it in Alex's apartment, his basement apartment. Really, I just remember standing in his living room recording it. We had like this little keyboard that we rented from Long and McQuaid's. Rest in peace, I think, Long and McQuaid's. I think they closed down. But it was this new one, and it had all these like phaser sounds, and it was beautiful. And I did the whole beat. I did the whole song with this little amp, this little keyboard, this little monster. It was beautiful. Had a bunch of West Coast sounds on it. I loved it. I just remember standing up recording it, and at the end you're gonna hear me yapping, and I remember I had my eyes closed and I was like yelling at the mic. And at the time Alex's girlfriend was standing watching me record, and I asked her a question. I'm like, I literally asked, like, what do you call those pizza things? And then she answered me back, and I'm like, oh yeah, da 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 da. I remember that part. But this song holds a nice part of my heart. I remember we took a trip, JJ and my friend Cash, we took a trip to the island, and we were going to record a video for this actually on that trip. We had the camera going, and there was a bunch of footage taken to record a video for this actually, which never came to fruition. I had this played at actually Hilton Beach Community Night in the Tilton Hilton. When I was sitting with Ben Brown and a bunch of other people, they played this in the Tilton Hilton. So shout out, I'm coming to the island. I'll be there end of July. I'm coming to community night. I cannot wait. But this song is for every islander out there. This song is for anybody that's been to the island, but as it always will have a part in my heart, I love you, St. Joseph Island, and this song is for you.
First to the school, yeah, she's growing up, yeah, she's growing up. Grandma, get healthy, Daddy, just call me. I'm your only son, I'm your only son. I know you got some problems, but I'm your only one. It's dedicated. Everyone I grew up with, St. Joseph Island, you know who you are. Oh, Mom, I really miss you. Your picture still sits in my bedroom. Mother, I dedicate kissing to you. I still want to get that Jaguar from you. Grandpa, you are my idol. Just like you, oh, Mom, you are the best. I wish I could see you one more. I hope you understand. Miss Jane, put it down my ass. My Midnight's Cafe. I don't forget that I know you a hockey ring. I'm from the island, baby. Ice man. St. Joe's Island, baby. St. Joe's Island. What's up, Phil? You know who you are. Yeah, man. Remember that jump we made on the slide at the school? Woo! This is for my friends that all still there. That slow pace that I love so dear. I miss you all, I love you all. We don't got much, but we got it all.
Saint Joseph, Saint Joseph, Saint Joseph, Saint Joseph,
They're probably gonna give me a concert at the Corn Fest for this shit. Probably. Remember Treble Charger and Our Lady Peace? I'm fucking body surfing, dude. Ben Martin camped out at the school. Passed out at the Peyton. Going to the school roof. The ice cream shop. Dan's Cafe. Go to the wharf. No whole fucking. All the pizza that rolled up. Panzer rods. Used to be sick after me. St. Joseph, I love you.